Okay, so it's the Big Guy Movie Reviews, and we're going to talk about the new Magnificent Seven remake that came out last weekend, 2016, directed by Antoine Fuqua, the man that directed Training Day and The Equalizer, which both star Denzel Washington. And Denzel and Antoine are back again for this Magnificent Seven remake. Denzel plays Sam Chisholm. He is a bounty hunter who gets this offer from Emma Cullen, played by Haley Bennett. She was in the Hardcore Henry movie. And she has lost her husband because this evil bad guy named Bartholomew Bogue, played by Peter Sarsgaard, has attacked her town and taken it over and killed a lot of people to send a message to say that he is in control of this town and you gotta answer to him. So Emma Cullen wants revenge or justice for her husband's death, and she wants to take back the town from Bartholomew and his evil men. So she gets Sam Chisholm to help out, and Sam Chisholm recruits a bunch of men to help out in taking back the town. You got Chris Pratt's character, Josh Faraday, the gambler. Ethan Hawke plays Goodnight Robichaux, who is Sam Chisholm's best friend in the group. Vincent D'Onofrio plays a tracker and is much of the comic relief, him and Chris Pratt playing Jack Horn. Then you have Josh Faraday's, Goodnight Robichaux's partner, Billy Rocks, played by Byung-Hun Lee. And you have a Mexican in the group, played by Manuel Garcia Ruflo Vasquez. And finally, you got a Native American as part of the seven, played by Martin Sensmier. Sensimater? I can't pronounce that last name. I'll just Scnsmeier. I think it's how to spell it. Red Harvest is the name of the character. And before I get into the plot of this, I gotta ask, why couldn't we get Antoine Fuqua to direct the Lone Ranger film? If he could get a real Native American to be in the Magnificent Seven, he could have gotten this guy to be Tonto in the Lone Ranger movie. That would have been a much better film than what we got with the Lone Ranger. But anyway, so I have to say that this movie was great. It was a really good movie. Denzel is excellent as Sam Chisholm. He really does a great job playing the role. I think he's like right on par with Yul Brynner, since he's the lead of the group. And Yul Brynner was the lead in the original Magnificent Seven in 1961. And yes, I know this is a remake of the Son of Samurai film that came out in the 50s. Chris Pratt is great in the movie as the charming gambler guy. He was really good, and I did like the fact that he was trying to flirt with Emma Cullen, Haley Bennett's character, and she was basically having none of that. She wasn't really flirting back, or she really didn't seem to like him that much. Vincent D'Onofrio was pretty good as the comic relief. I'll get a little bit more into his character later. And Ethan Hawke, he was great in the movie. I did like him, and I did like the friendship that he has with Sam Chisholm. They were great together, and the partnership he has with Byung-hun Lee, Billy rocks. He was great too, and I like the fact that Billy has a talent with knife throwing and using knives in fights. That was really cool. And Red Harvest, he was great. I really did like him, and he was very much like the strong, silent type, and he fought with a bow and arrow, which was awesome. And then you have Haley Bennett in the movie. She was really good. I did like her. She almost became like an eighth member of the group a lot of times, which was awesome. I really did like her. And Matt Bomer plays her husband briefly in the films. And he was pretty good for what little bit he had. And Peter Sarsgaard is the lead villain, and he was really good too. I really did like him, although he was kind of like a weak villain through much of the movie, because in the climax of the film, it really showed that his character was really very much a coward, since he was hiding behind his army through much of the movie. But the final fight between him and Denzel was really good. I really did like the final fight that they had. And it was just a really, really good movie. I didn't expect it to be better than the 1960 Magnificent Seven, but I was hoping it was going to be a really good movie, and it was a good movie. So let's talk about the negatives of the film, because I didn't like everything about the film. The first negative of the film is during the climax, Ethan Hawke has this cliche moment that I predicted a mile away of what was going to happen. And I just rolled my eyes a little bit once it happened, as I predicted. It was like, really? That's what you did, Antoine Fuqua? And I thought Ethan Hawke and Antoine Fuqua would be a little bit more above that, but I didn't mind it too much. And then you have Vincent D'Onofrio with his high-pitched voice. And he was pretty funny through much of the movie, but there were other times when he was very, very irritating and annoying and gave me a headache. So I didn't totally like his character altogether. And I really just couldn't get invested in him, really. So overall, I'm going to give this movie a B+. I do think it's a really good movie. I do think people should give this movie a chance and see it. If you're a fan of the original 1960 Magnificent Seven, give this movie a chance. And if you're just a fan of Westerns in general, give this movie a chance. And if you're looking for a movie that is really action-packed, that you felt you didn't get during the summer, because there weren't that many great films during the summer, except maybe Captain America Civil War, perhaps, then definitely check this movie out, because this movie was really good. I really did like this film. And that's all I got to say for Magnificent Seven 2016.